My mother promised that all gifts would be something minor. My son received socks. My sister's children received phones. You know, I always thought family meant unconditional love, right? But then Christmas morning arrived, and a package of socks revealed a betrayal so deep, it shattered everything I thought I knew about my own mother and sister. And what I did next? Well, let's just say it cost them everything. It all started last October. I drove out to my mom's place in Milwaukee with my son, Ethan. He was 8 then, still believing in the magic of big family gatherings. My sister, Kelsey, was already there with her twins, Sophie and Sam. They're 12, and of course they were glued to their phones, barely looking up. Everyone will get something small this year, my mom announced, her voice calm, almost too calm. We're keeping it simple and fair. I just nodded, pouring myself some coffee. That sounds reasonable, I said. Ethan would be happy with anything, I knew that. My mom smiled, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. She had this look, you know? That calculating glint she gets when she's got a plan brewing. It always made me uneasy, but I couldn't put my finger on why. I brushed it off. Christmas was still 2 months away, after all. My name's Morgan. I'm 35, a single mom, and a regional manager for a pharmaceutical company. It's demanding, but it pays the bills and lets me provide for Ethan. His dad? He checked out 6 years ago, decided fatherhood wasn't his thing. So it's just been the two of us, navigating everything together. I've always prided myself on being independent. I don't ask my family for financial help. I make my own way. But I still show up for holidays, trying to keep those connections alive, even when they feel more like obligations than genuine relationships. Kelsey finally looked up from her phone. Mom, she whined, the kids really want the new phones for Christmas. You know, the ones with the good cameras. We'll see, my mom said, her tone noncommittal. A small twinge of annoyance hit me. Kelsey's husband, Todd, makes good money in sales. They weren't struggling. But Kelsey? She's always been an expert at asking for things, at making people feel like they owe her. What about you, Ethan? My mom asked, bending down to my son. He just shrugged, his small shoulders barely moving. I don't know, maybe some art supplies or books. My mom patted his head absently. We'll figure something out. I watched her, carefully, noticed how quickly she moved away from him, how her attention immediately snapped back to Kelsey's twins. It wasn't the first time I'd seen it, this difference in how she treated the kids. But I'd always told myself I was being oversensitive. That evening, driving home, Ethan was quiet in the back seat. I glanced at him in the rearview mirror. You okay, buddy? Yeah, he said, but his voice was tiny. Mom, does Grandma like Sophie and Sam more than me? My hands tightened on the steering wheel. Sophie and Sam, Kelsey's twins, spoiled in ways that made my teeth ache. My mom always doted on them, always made excuses for their behavior, always found reasons to give them more. Of course not, I lied. My full story video added in below.